I've asked you about this Aide Memoire that was sent by the UN to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, so I want to ask you about it again. What I want to ask you about...
My answer is not going to change.
No, here's what I want to ask you about specifically. You call it a leaked document. It's hard to understand if it's sent from the UN to a committee. It's leaked, but this is my question, and it's sort of a FOIA-like question. The document says that what was violated is something called the UN Handbook for Safety and Security Personnel.
Matthew, your personal issues will not be discussed here.
But if you can punish journalists, where is the document? I'm requesting the handbook.
On this,
Talk to DPI.
I did, and they don't have it.
Talk to them again.
The perception is that, and this is why I think you should, well, I'm asking you to address the financial aspect of it, because it ends up appearing many countries are on various human rights lists, annexes, and it appears that if a country either threatens to withdraw its money or has money that it could pay, that it comes off the list, which sort of devalues the other countries that are on it, devalues the whole process. So what can you say about the perceived nexus between a country's financial strength and willingness to threaten the UN with withdrawal of it and being taken off list to those who remain on the list?
I think what I would say is that the report as it is, the content of the report, the body of the report stands. Every word stands, and we stand by the figures and the information contained in the report. It paints a horrific picture of the suffering of Yemeni civilians, and especially Yemeni children. And I think that report is out, and it's public, and it's for everyone to see, and we're not walking back from the report and the content of the report and the narrative that's in the report.
Sure, and thanks. But I guess I just on the policy issue, forget. I mean, the narrative portion is still there, but UN lists. It does compile lists. There are blacklists on various topics, and if it's the case that parties that have money or are willing to threaten to withdraw money can be taken off the list, the whole list is not credible.
I think that's your interpretation, and I'm not going to go into post-game analysis on it.
South Sudan and Burundi. In South Sudan, there's a number of media reporting that students in Juba University were abducted, picked up, detained without charge by military intelligence and the National Security Service. And so I'm wondering, since this is the capital of the country and there's an UNMISS there, is UNMISS aware of this? Do they have any comment on it?
Nothing's percolated up to here.
Okay. This is the one. This has come up in here, and it has to do with the I guess described repatriation of the Burundian police in MINUSCA and CAR. There were some doubts expressed in Burundi about you know. I want to ask you about a letter. I've now seen the letter of repatriation, and it seems to say that this will take place on the 31st of July. That it was based on an April 22nd meeting held with the Burundian foreign minister. And so I want you to confirm those two things, and also that Burundi was actively disinvited from the UNCOPS event that was held last week.
What I can tell you about UNCOPS is that Burundi, with a long record of service in UN peace operations, for which we remain grateful. However, given the current allegations of serious and ongoing human rights violations in Burundi, a decision was made here at UN headquarters to postpone engaging Bujumbura in decisions on future deployment of their national police force in peace operations. As for the other dates, I'm not in a position to confirm.
And just on UNCOPS, that event, it said in a number of places that there were 100 countries represented, but nowhere did I find a list of the countries. Is there some? Can I ask you to who would have that?
We can try to find a list.
Okay.
Thank you.
NHCR question?
Nope.
Thank you. OIOS question?